Lagos was alive with its usual blend of noise, hustle, and energy, the kind of city where a million stories happen at once. Among the countless faces moving through the streets was a young photographer named Io, a soft-spoken mainland boy whose camera was his greatest treasure. He wasn't rich or flashy, but everyone who met him always said he had a pure heart. One warm evening, as he was taking pictures near Third Mainland Bridge, fate placed someone unforgettable in his path. Zara, a stunning fashion designer from Ikoyi, stood beside her broken-down car looking frustrated and lost. She asked him for directions, and when Aya looked up at her, he forgot how to breathe for a second. She smiled, soft, warm, almost magical, and right there, Lagos' chaotic noise suddenly felt quiet to him. That short moment became the beginning of something neither of them expected. Zara started calling him for small things, asking for directions, checking on the pictures he took, sending random messages that slowly became morning and night rituals. Aya wasn't used to this kind of attention from someone like her, but he welcomed it. Their worlds were different, yet their hearts connected effortlessly. Soon, she invited him to her fashion studio in Lekki. Aya felt out of place at first. The AC was cold, the perfumes were expensive, and the fabrics sparkled like diamonds. But Zara made him feel comfortable. She didn't care about his background or status. She cared about his sincerity, his passion, and the peaceful way he saw life. And Io, who once believed love wasn't for him anymore, started finding hope in her presence. They formed their own little world inside busy Lagos. Beach walks, late-night talks during power outages, jokes about traffic, cheap roadside meals, deep confessions under dim streetlights, everything felt beautiful and real. It wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. But in Lagos, love is never without pressure. Zara's family didn't approve of Io. They believed she deserved someone wealthy, someone who matched her lifestyle, someone who could give her the comfort they desired for her. And unfortunately, Damilola, her wealthy ex-boyfriend, saw an opportunity to win her back. He offered her parents business support, luxury, connections, everything Aya couldn't give. Yet Zara stayed loyal. She refused all the pressure, even when it caused arguments at home. Io didn't know the full weight she was carrying because she didn't want to stress him. He, too, had his own struggles, but he worked quietly, saving little by little to build a better future. Things took a dark turn when Damilola discovered where Io worked. Out of jealousy, he used his influence to sabotage Io's small photography studio, causing him to lose customers and income. Io didn't tell Zara. He didn't want her to blame herself. But she found out eventually, and when she confronted Damilola, the argument shook her entire family. The tension, the rumors, the pressure, everything began to weigh heavily on Io. He loved Zara deeply, but didn't want to be the reason she fought with everyone she loved. One night, after crying silently on his bed, he made a heartbreaking decision. He sent her a message saying maybe she deserved someone better. And before she could reply, he blocked her number. Zara broke down. She lost weight. She couldn't focus on her work. The man she loved the most had disappeared, without giving her a chance to fight for what they had. Io also suffered in silence. He regretted leaving her, but he believed he was protecting her from pain. Two lovers in one city, hurting separately, both crying quietly. These were the true tears of Lagos. Then one day, Zara won a major award for her fashion designs. It was one of the biggest events in Lagos, streamed across the country. When she stepped on stage, everyone expected her to thank her sponsors, her family, her mentors. But instead, with tears in her eyes, she said something that shocked the entire hall. "This award belongs to the man who believed in me before anyone else did. His name is Io." The crowd fell silent. "I don't want a life built on money," she continued. "I want a life built on love." Io watched the speech from a small electronics shop in Ojuelegba. His eyes filled with tears, and without thinking, he ran out, took a bike, and rushed to the event center. When Zara saw him, she ran into his arms like she had been holding her breath for weeks. People clapped, cameras flashed, even her family softened at the sight of two hearts fighting through pain to find each other again. Their love had survived sabotage, class pressure, heartbreak, and ego. And as they held each other tightly, crying and laughing at the same time, it became clear that Lagos tried to break them, but only made their love louder. But just when everything finally seemed peaceful, life had another unexpected twist waiting for them.